Dovenby Hall in Cockermouth, not too many miles away from Carlisle, is the base for one of British rallying's success stories. M Sport is best known for running the Ford Fiestas that compete in the World Rally Championship. But this former hospital is also where the Fiesta R5 rally car was developed. And it's in this workshop that every single R5 is built. But it wasn't always like this.
It all started back in 1979 when it was Malcolm Wilson Motorsport, and that was really set up to look after my own rallying program in 1980 when we got the contract from Ford and the support from Total Oils. And then it's just basically developed from there. Obviously the big turning point was at the end of 1996 when we were awarded the Ford contract. And up until that point, the company had always been called Malcolm Wilson Motorsport. So when we actually got the Ford contract, I think we had around 18 employees. And then we were awarded that in sort of end of October. And we went to Monte Carlo in 1997. I think we had like 103 or 105 people in total on the event with all the weather crews and the ice crews and everything you used to have in those days. And obviously mountains of service trucks and everything, so you needed a significant amount more people on the events in those days than you do nowadays. There was a lot of people who said, well, we'll give it 12 months. It's not possible to run a World Rally team from that part of the world. But I think we've proved all the doubters wrong, that we're still here. We're still running a World Rally team and a race team and a rallycross team, so we're still here. But there's no question the key thing is the people. At the end of the day, that is what has made M Sport the success that it is.
So this is where it all happens. We have come to the nerve centre of the M Sport operation, where they take those Fiesta road cars and they turn them into the most amazing rallying machines. Let's go and have a word with Richard Milner. He's in charge of the R5 programme. Richard, we just mentioned it there. This is basically a road car, but it's a heck of a process to take it from what we see here to what we see on the stages.
Yeah, so we get one of these every week. We strip them down from a complete standard road car like you get in the garage. It takes 2 weeks then to put the roll cage in, put the extra wings on, four-wheel drive system, get it painted, bring it into the workshop, and then we start to put it together.
The cars, or bare shells that form the basis of the R5, might come from outside, but everything else is assembled here at Dovenby. All of this here is what actually turns it into a rally car.
Yeah, it's a bit like a giant model kit. So the guys are, while the shell's been prepared, the guys in the workshop are building all the parts ready for next week. As you can see, everything here is getting ready now. Gearbox and transmission in front of us. You won't find this in your garage. This is beefed up really for rallying. The cost reflects that as well. We're looking at about £15,000 for the combination here.
15,000 just for the gearbox. In terms of all of these parts, what will we be looking at?
The car's going to be looking around £170,000, £180,000 when it's finished.
Despite the asking price, there's no shortage of customers for the Fiesta R5. Close to 150 have been built for teams around the world, and M Sport is now producing an Evo version of the car. It's an impressive place and is hugely important, not just for rallying, but for the economy in this part of Cumbria. And this is more or less the finished product now.
Yeah, so the guys have been working on the car this week. They took it for a shakedown yesterday, and now they're just putting the final touches to it before we deliver it to the customer.
Quite incredible, really, isn't it? From roll cage to final product to the rally stages in 5 days.